Hi, I am going to show you how I make a soup for my mom. Now, my husband got a turkey, a wild turkey. It's turkey season. He's allowed to get one with his turkey license. And we had cut the breast off, de-skinned it, and then we took the thighs and we de-skinned that too, and we smoked it in the smoker, and oh, that was so good. The way he did it is he took an aluminum pan, and we put the turkey in there with the breast facing up, and I put so much water in the bottom so that it would steam to keep moist, because the problem with a wild turkey is it gets dry and it can be tough. So for the dryness, we steamed it. This was done in the smoker, so it's got some smoky flavor too. But to make it tender, he cooked it at real low heat. He cooked it at 225 degrees, and that was an automatic set. He set it, and then we went out and did other stuff. 8 hours later, after his deer hunt, which he didn't even see a deer, he come in and he turned it up for a little while because it wasn't quite hot enough when he probed it. So he turned it up just for half an hour, and it turned out moist and tender. We did rub it down with poultry seasoning. It is a poultry. And then we also laid bacon, sliced bacon, over top the breast and over top the thighs. So that was to help hold that moisture in too. That turned out absolutely wonderful. So now the backs and the necks and the drumsticks, because the drumstick has all them fish bones in it. Not technically fish bones, but that's what it's like. Just these little tiny, hundreds of these. I just put that in my Instapot, put it under meat cook, for it pressured for 35 minutes, and then I just let the pressure come off naturally. Well, then I took and I had so much water in the bottom, because my point was I was going to make a broth for my mom that's low sodium. I can't buy it in town low sodium, like no sodium. She gets enough in just foods naturally. So I did put some no salt in it, so that it would have a little bit of salty flavor. And then now I have taken all the meat off the bones, and it just come off just real easy. And like I say, these are all the little tiny bones from that drumstick. And the drumstick is here. So that's my garbage. Actually, it's my cat food. Cats love it. Well, I'm going to make it a noodle soup. Kind of like a chicken noodle soup, only it's going to be turkey. And I cooked up a whole spaghetti squash, not a very big one, just a little one. And I didn't cut it until it was cooked. So after you cook it, you can just scrape the seeds out, just like so. I already did this to the 1/2. Just pull them seeds out. We don't want the seeds in it. Just like so. Then you just take a fork and you can pull that back, and you can see how it's kind of stringy, so it makes like noodles. And so it's going to be our turkey noodle soup. I keep saying chicken because it's kind of like a chicken. And basically I'm going to just put this in my pot with the turkey. Whoops, I missed one seed. So there, now I got that seed out. If you miss a seed, it's not a big deal. You can eat pumpkin seeds, and basically pumpkin is a squash. So basically we're going to put this all in there, in the pot. And it looks like noodles, so it'll be a low carb, because spaghetti squash is not pasta. Pasta would be a no-no for keto. But this has the same texture and it really don't have a lot of flavor. So it's got it gets the flavor from the meat. So, and the other stuff you put in. I am going to put a package of carrots in because we got some carrots on free. So it just comes out just completely. So we will do that. We'll put one package of baby carrots in it. And we're going to stump that in, and this will be a nice big soup for my mom. And so now I'll just put the lid on that and set it for soup, and it'll pressure. So then the carrots will be good and done. And I'll leave the little petcock thing down so that it'll come up to pressure. It'll pressure for 30 minutes, and then I'll let it come off, and then it'll stay hot all by itself. After I'm all done doing this, it's got the no salt in it, so it's got the salt in it. I'll maybe put some spices in it. I'm thinking probably sage, because that's a good poultry seasoning. I don't want to use poultry seasoning as per se because there's already salt in it, and she's on a low sodium. So I'll just use some of the poultry seasonings and not use poultry seasoning because we trying to keep this low sodium for my mom, and it's low carb for her also. So this is the way I make a soup for my mom. And after it's all done, I take it upstairs and I take her the whole Instapot, plug it in, and she just eats at it as she needs it. And before it's gone, I usually take it out and put it in the fridge so that she can finish up the rest just a little at a time. She don't eat a lot each time she has she eats. She's 86 and doesn't move a whole lot. She goes, it is a pretty big living room, and she has to go all the way from the living room in through the dining room and then through the kitchen. She goes the long way around in order to get to the bathroom. And she tries to do that walk at least every hour, all day long. And she drinks a fair amount in order to force her to do that walk, which is a good thing. So she seems to be fairly healthy, not on hardly any meds. She's got little AFib, so she's on a very low dose of the AFib med. When she was eating more sodium, that dose was higher, but she's got it down to a very low dose. So anyway, if you like what you see, like it and share it and subscribe. And I have a lot more videos on, so check out all on Natural Green Creations. Check them out, whichever ones interest you, and like them and share them, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you for watching.